rays of the desert sun, there are thousands of animal species. Number 10. Fennec fox. The fennec fox. This is one of the smallest species found in the dry desert areas. The fennec fox weighs less than 1 kilogram and has a height of up to 40 centimeters. But don't let their cute small size fool you. This fox has the capacity to survive the harsh desert conditions. The fennec fox have fur on their feet that help reduce the extreme heat when they walk. With their long ears, the fennec fox are able to detect prey from a mile away. This gives them a tactical advantage as a predator. Number 9. Ostrich. This flightless bird is one of the largest and heaviest birds in the world. On top of that, ostriches are well adapted to the desert environment. They're able to survive for a long period of time without water. To cater for the scarce water condition, the body of the ostrich can easily absorb the water content from the plants they eat. What's more, ostriches have really good eyesight, and they can turn their head in any direction. Add to that their incredible sprinting ability, and ostriches are able to outrun any predator in the desert. Number 8. Desert tortoise. These are among the few shelled reptiles that are able to thrive in the desert. But spooking the desert tortoise might, in the end, compromise its survival due to urine-based fear. The desert tortoise has a special gland in their body that's capable of retaining uric acid, urea, and water. So when the tortoise gets to wet areas, it consumes extra water for storage. They also dig holes on the ground to retain rainwater and then store the water in their gland. 7. Desert cockroaches. Those resilient tiny bugs in your home can also be found in the desert-like environment. Desert cockroaches have been able to evolve and adapt to harsh environmental conditions. These tiny roaches have small bladders located in their mouths. The glands will easily condense the moisture in the atmosphere and convey it back into the roach. The desert cockroaches are able to feed on roots of plants, while at the same time staying away from the scorching sun by burying themselves under the sand. Number 6.
Okay, so that was just a few of how God made some of those animals to live in the desert. Okay, so we talked about animals, right? We've talked about plants, how God specifically designed the world to provide for them, to protect them. He created animals and even plants for specific environments in order to sustain them. Remember, sustain, we're talking about when we said sustain so that they can continue to live and grow. And so what about humans? Has God done that to us? Well, of course he has, because we mean so much more to him than plants and animals, right? So in Genesis 1:27, it says, so God created man in his own image. We've talked about that, image bearers. Okay, so we are the only creation that is in his own image. Male and female created he them, and God blessed them. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heaven. So God gave us rule over the earth. He asked us to subdue it. That means to get it into under our control. That doesn't mean being mean, okay, but it means taking care of them. Like we said, being good stewards, taking care of the earth. He gave us rule over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with a seed has a fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast on the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given everything for you, for plants and for green plant and for food. So God gave us ways to provide for ourselves. He gave us ways to sustain ourselves. He didn't just create us and then leave us. That is his way, or one of the many ways that he shows his love for us, by providing for us. And that's another way we can love him and trust him, because he has provided for us and he sustains us. It's really cool. So Biblical Truth 17 says, God holds the creation together by his power, which is so true and so awesome. Now, so the screen says order versus chaos. So do you think that in everything that God has created, does he show that he created it with order, or did he create it with chaos? What do you think? I think, ding, 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 order. He created order. He is orderliness. And order just means that he has a plan. Okay? Having a plan for something and doing it well. And that's what he wants for us. Order is the ability to plan my work and to do it neatly. So, for example of order, this is the Keurig. We do Keurig in our house. This is the Keurig thing that we have in our house. Okay, so that's orderly. We have, okay, they're all the same. Each one of their own kind is on a different level. Okay, they're actually all in the same way. If I wanted it, I can neatly, okay, and very quickly find what I want. Okay, and then an example of chaos is this. This is our, okay, where the extras go. Okay, so it's not even just Keurig cups. There's creamer in there. There's like a lollipop. No, don't know what's that doing in here. Okay, if I wanted a certain one, it would be hard for me to find out. I have to go dig in there. Okay, so God created the world with chaos. He had a plan. It was neat and orderly. And so we are, as his image bearers, we are supposed to do the same. We are supposed to, in our work, do it with neat and orderly and not do it with chaos. I know all of our rooms look like chaos sometimes, but in general, he wants our neat to be orderly, okay, instead of chaotic, because when he created the world, he was not chaotic. And so God sustains us. He provides for us. And so you are not going to do the Bible page for today, but you are going to study for your Bible. But I also want you, on your portfolio, I'm going to have a little section for Bible, and I want you to research something in nature, whether that is an animal, a plant, something from the galaxy, something else that God created with order. So we talked yesterday about how God created the seasons. We talked yesterday about how God created the world to tilt, so therefore we could have the seasons. We talked today about how certain animals have different environments. You can find an animal from another animal that was created for a certain environment. I want you to find something, and there are thousands of examples. I want you to find that and either send a picture or write a little something about what you found about God creating the world with order versus that he had a plan for it versus chaos. And another example of that would be like the water cycle. God created the water cycle in order, because water never goes anywhere. There's a cycle. So again, there are so many ways that God created the earth with order, to have a plan, to have a process. So I want you to find one. Okay, one thing. Hey guys, I will see you later. Bye.